those reps have to be game speed every day. We've got to get contact on those kids every day. And that's just something, as these kids are younger, we've thrown them into the deep end. They're getting varsity experience. They've been in varsity practices for 2 years. They're learning how to game plan, and we've just got to keep piling up all those reps and demanding the tempo and the physicality and really just the grit to then make plays. And we're getting there. I think you're starting to see it with this group. But yeah, it's all about consistency moving forward.
I'll ask you to take your Muskie hat off and put your alma mater's hat on, University of Iowa. I don't think we talk about women's basketball enough. Megan Gustafson,
Yes.
just up the road, one of the finest players in college basketball,
Yep.
scores 41 last night.
Yeah.
You know, what is it like to have that level of player? Is that something you're able to show your girls some film of? What's it like having that kind of player here just up the road?
Well, and I think it's so great. It's so fun to watch Megan play because, you know, I think a lot of times when you talk about some of the better plays in the country, you're talking about 6'2", 6'3" guards. And they play out on the perimeter and they're inside and out. To see a true center, her footwork is great. Her routine on her finishes is really, really good. She's under control. And it's nice to see just kind of that big low block player do well. And yeah, I think there's certainly things we can learn on it. Her footwork, she seals early, and then it's just a catch and finish. But that's a consistent player, and she's doing really, really well. She's a tough matchup, and it's fun to watch that young lady because it's something you won't see very often, and you won't around here for a while.
Yeah, and I think that's just the thing is you take advantage. If you're a fan of basketball, go see the Hawkeye women play. Go watch the Cyclone women play. Come watch the Muskie girls play. Coach, thanks so much, and again, thank you for all you've done for our community and continue to do for our program.
Thank you. Thanks for your coverage.
Thanks. KWPC, Joel Krausar. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Actually, we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. Brian Musell and Joel Krausar calling the boys West and Muscatine basketball game here on KWPC AM 860 FM 95.1.
Uptown Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your vehicle's tires, belts, hoses, and more for the weather ahead and recommend any work to be done, including engine tune-ups. With winter driving comes an increased risk of collision. Uptown Motors has you covered with our new body shop. We make a stressful experience less painful with free estimates, loaner cars, and expert body repair backed by 50 years experience. We welcome insurance work and may be able to help with your deductible. Uptown Motors Service and Body Shop, Muscatine, just in time for winter and just in case.
LaRue, co-owner of Quality Transports, inviting you to see our 21-passenger bus or our 12-passenger limo. We can take your group to a ball game, the casino, shopping, wedding receptions, or out for a fun day on the town with family and friends. Schedule now. Weddings or family events, traveling together is more fun. Quality Transports has you covered, safely and on time. Reach us at 563-770-0156. Thank you.
Back at Muscatine High School. Game one is over. The Muskie girls won 33-27. Game two sits in front of us. The Muskie boys going for their first win of the year. 0-15 on the year, 0-12 in the MAC. And they're facing Davenport West, who on the season 6-10 overall, 4-10 in the MAC. These two teams met Friday, January 4th at West, and West won 55-37. However, Joel, that was a 5-point game late in the third quarter, and West used a spurt late and stretched this thing out, defeated the Muskies. Talking to Coach Wyndham at halftime of the girls' game, he feels good about the message he sent the kids getting prepared for tonight's game. However, the lack of practice time, he said they got to practice one day this week, and really only about 3 or 4 times in the last 3 weeks. It's really been a rough sled for everybody, but especially a young team like Muscatine, where he's trying to build of what they can accomplish in practice.
Yeah, and that's a good point. It's experienced teams, like take a team like North Scott. Those guys, they know exactly what they're doing. They have a routine. They've been playing together for a long time. Really, this group of Muskies, this might be the first year that they've all been on the same roster and all played together. And so it's a longer road to hoe for them. And Coach is right. This team missing practice probably hurts them a little bit more. But you know what? You can't do anything. Like you said, everyone's had the same weather that we've had. And so they just got to get over it and move on. And it's a great opportunity tonight, full of a full house, to get your first W.
Coach Wyndham told me at the half of the girls' game tonight's key He said West isn't a greatly polished offensive team. He said they score because of their defense. They're going to come out and pressure the Muskies all over the court and count on turnovers to lead to layups and short shots for them on the other end. And with that, the Muskies going to have their hands full with Malik Westerfield. Joel, we remember him this year on a football field.
Yes.
He was dynamite, lights out. Great athlete. He averages 12 points a game. He's followed up by Jamil Heyman with 11.2 and Zach Trevino with just under 12 a game. So 3 players in double figures for West. The Muskies, of course, led by their fine sophomore, Noah Yan, and that's what Coach talked about too. They've got 1 score. Most good teams have 3. The Muskies are still looking for number 2. He knows Josh Diekman can be that guy, and Josh Diekman's going to have some favorable matchups tonight. So hopefully Josh can get going.
You know, just Coach Orvis and I were just talking about Alicia Garcia's development and how she's finally starting to play with more confidence and attack. That's really, I think, the path that we're going to see with Josh Diekman take. He's physically gifted. He's tall. He's got good moves. He's pretty athletic, decent footwork. It's about putting it all together and just really saying, I've got the ball. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go after the rim. And when he does that, that's when he plays his best.
No doubt about it. Folks, we got basketball ahead. There's still some good seats available if you're in the neighborhood. Great game on tap, Davenport West.
There is a great cake. There's a great lion cake.
Oh, yeah,
that hasn't come out yet.
Yes.
And you got to come out and see this cake, people.
I might actually put my hand in there and take a bite of that thing.
You should bid on it. You should buy it for us.
That one's going to go deep. That's a big one. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the Great Clips starting lineups and a little more pregame sponsored by Affordable Metal. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
You hear to How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Community Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of area high school athletics and activities. You can find Community Bank and Trust locations in Columbus Junction, Muscatine, Wilton, and Wapello. Here's to a great year in the classroom and on the field. Visit Community Bank and Trust online at www.commbk.net and download the free Community Bank and Trust mobile app available for iPhone and Android devices. At Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Member FDIC.
A couple of times.
We also perform vehicle annual inspections and do emergency road service.
He's the official movie guy at Muscatine.
It's simple, or maybe something a little more complex, or maybe your just doesn't work. Whether it's a service call, remodel, or new construction, Kirk Butcher Plumbing brings you quality, friendly service with over 40 years of experience working for you. Kirk Butcher Plumbing is the area's leading plumber serving all of Muscatine County, offering you the best rates, so you not only get experience, you save money as well. And his fast, friendly service means you don't have to live with that for too long. Call Kirk Butcher today, 264-6105.
These kids are phenomenal, and they do a great job, and it's Booster Club night, raising money for all kinds of organizations, every organization throughout Muscatine High School. Muscatine's got talented arts department, talented athletic department, they got talented clubs everywhere.
Yeah,
come out, buy a cake and support them.
It's a big night.
It is a great night. As soon as they're done with War Chant, we will give you the starting lineups. No national anthem as that was sung before the girls' game. Great atmosphere, folks. High school basketball on Friday night. Here we go for Davenport West tonight, sponsored by Great Clips. In the backcourt, a 6'2 senior, number 2, Malik Westerfield, to be joined by Logan Peterson, a 5'10 junior. Up front for Davenport West, John Michael Thornton, a 6'4 sophomore, will be joined by Jamil Haymond, a 6'2 senior, and Aldon Barrett, a 6'7 sophomore. So West starts 2 sophomores, 2 seniors, and a junior. They're coached by David Robinson, assisted by Chris Carr, Derek Hanrahan, and Ryan Shellman. Tonight for the Muskies, the starting lineup, a 1 guard, Sean Brown, a 5'10 junior. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Noah Yan, a 6'2 sophomore, and Gabe Mulder, a 5'10 senior. Up front for the Muskies, Jake Thomas, a 6'4 junior, and Josh Diekman, a 6'6 sophomore. The Muskies, 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a seniors. They're coached by John Wyndham and assisted by Joel Witchers.
You know, it's a game of style. You can even just see how West warms up. They want to attack you defensively. They want to run. They want to go. They've got length on the front line. They got length at the guard position. As where Muscatine needs to, be controlled, understand where they want to attack, find your weakness in the Death Star, if you will, and go after it.
I like that. You're going to places that I mentally can't go, Joel. And that doesn't mean much because I'm really shallow mentally. So I don't know if that's really truly a compliment or not, because challenging me mentally is,
Well, at least they've got that going for them. I'll quote Caddyshack, I guess. That's more your speed.
Yeah, it's a goal. Yeah. Great crowd on hand, not completely full, but nonetheless, Muscatine and this cold weather out there, you guys are fantastic showing up tonight. To support the girls.
We woke
and boys.
up this morning to the late start, announcement, and I've got 3 children who are 2 of which are in school, and the 2 older ones both said, we have to have school today because we can't cancel the cake auction. They were so excited for this. 8 and 5, and it's already their most exciting thing that they do all winter long, which shows how lame I am as a father. But no, cake auction's a big night for this community. Saw John Krieger and his family out there earlier, and just all sorts of multiple generations enjoying the cake auction tonight.
Noah Yan being introduced, along with Logan Peterson for Davenport West.
You look at Noah, we always talk about that post player, getting stronger, adding weight. Noah's got a frame that he's got about 15 to 20 pounds of muscle away from being just a truly dominant basketball player in this state.
John Michael Thornton, a 6'4 sophomore, is an imposing figure. And Jake Thomas, who Coach Wyndham talked about earlier with me tonight, really impressed and pleased with the progress of Jake Thomas.
Jake's a great kid. I coached him in 8th grade football. He'll do anything you ask him to. Just a hard worker and again, another big frame, 6'4".
Aldane Barrett introduced. No national anthem as it was played before the girls' game tonight, so we're ready for basketball. West in the Road Reds, white trim and white numbers. The Muskies in the home whites, purple numbers and purple and Vegas gold trim. Most of the crowd is standing for the national anthem, not knowing that it was already sung before the girls' game.
Yeah, they can stay standing. Makes for a great environment. I'm a fan of it.
Diekman will jump against Barrett, 6'7" against 6'6". You're going to see this the next 3 years, both sophomores. So Westerfield, Peterson, Thornton, Haymond, and Barrett for West. And the tap controlled on the floor by West. Down the floor, shot on the way, no good by Haymond, and it's Rebounded by Diekman on a strong board, and here come the Muskies. Mulder pushes tempo to Diekman. To Jan, slapped out of bounds, Muskie ball.
Yeah, Westerfield, active hands there, getting back on defense.
Jan has it for the Muskies. Just underway, no score. The girls won game one, 33-27. Jan bounces it from Mulder, top of the key. Over to Jan. Drives baseline, loses it. It's stolen away by Heyman and recovered by Westerfield. And here come the Falcons. Westerfield pushing tempo to Peterson. Peterson left wing, back to Westerfield. Westerfield now swings it to Heyman. Heyman steps into a three, right wing, short, no good rebound. Thornton slapped out of bounds, Muskie ball.
You know, with West having 3 players right there at that 11, almost 12-point mark per game, you know, you just, when you're Muscatine, you just keep doing your defensive responsibility. Try to keep one guy from going off.
Diekman drives the lane, loses it, but it's picked up by Brown, goes baseline, now he loses it. Ball on the floor, Thornton comes out of there with it. For West, down the lane, Heyman lays it up, no good, rebound underneath by Barrett, and he loses it, but recovers. There's a three by Peterson, short. Thornton gets another one. And now West with another possession. Coach Wyndham said their best offense is their defense. They're a scrappy team. They're not real fluid, and there's a turnover on Westerfield.
Here's that full court press.
Mulder inbounds for the Muskies, gets it to Jan, and now they back off. Westerfield guarding Jan. Noah gets it up to Diekman, and now over to Brown. Stolen away right in front of us, and there goes a Diet Pepsi right in front of Judd Anderson. You don't want to open a cap on that, Judd. No. Oh, and now there goes Roger Bates as a Diet Pepsi. That's why I keep mine on the floor.
That's why you never keep your lid off. The score.
Brown inbounds.
That's a foul.
Almost stolen by Barrett, and a foul on Barrett. The first on him and the first on the Falcons.
That's the most scorer's table pinball I've seen all season long, that's for sure.
Haven't had a kid dive over us yet this year. There's Jan. There's a reverse layup. No good rebound.
Good board.
Josh kicks it back out to Jan. And now Mulder has it. Muskies reset. Mulder dribbles to his right. He's hounded by Heyman. He steals it. And now it's Heyman down the other way, lays it up and in. West on the board. 2-zip. Diekman has it for the Muskies. West looking to run the double team, and now Mulder has it. Mulder dribbles to his right. Picks his dribble up out front for Brown. Brown drives the lane, lays it up. Rattles around, no good, and a rebound cleared by Barrett to Westerfield, and here come the Falcons.
I don't think Sean was anticipating having that clean of a look.
Peterson, he drives baseline. Bounces it in, shot it away, Heyman good, 4-zip West. 5:20 to play in the first, 4-zip Falcons. Now the pressure, they're extending it a little more. Diekman gets it to Jan. Jan dribbles to his right, picks it up underneath. The big 6'7" Barrett corners him, and there's a pass stolen away by Thornton on the ground. Oh, and picked up. Good hustle on the floor by Thomas, but West recovers. Westerfield in the front court. Coach Robinson calling on a play for the Falcons. Westerfield feeds Thornton on the block. Pump fake, shot on the way good. 6-zip Falcons. And we got a timeout, Coach Wyndham and the Muskies. And it's a 30, 4:42 to play in the first. Davenport West 6 and the Muskies nothing. We're going to leave it right here.
Yeah, right now Muscatine just not getting any looks on the offensive end, and we knew that that was going to be a challenge with the defensive activity that West was going to bring. But you know, Sean Brown gets a pretty clean look there. I just think he wasn't expecting it to be as open as it was.
Heyman leads West with 4 of their 6 points. Jameel Heyman, the 6'2" senior. Scotty Morrell walking by with a greeting after the Muskie girls got a win tonight.
Westside Store and Godfather's Pizza bringing you Muscatine Muskie Athletics, along with Community Bank and Trust.
West with a 2-2-1 full court press here, a little zone pressure. And now they switch it into man. Jan has it up ahead for Mulder. And here come the Muskies. Mulder in the front court, left wing, ball poked away from behind and stolen. Here's Beecham, throws it ahead for Heyman. Heyman drives, and there's a foul on Cooper Zeck, who's checked in. That'll be the first on Cooper and the first on the Muskies.
Coach Wyndham, as he brings Joey Martinez into the game, as he says to him, don't pick up your dribble.
Correct.
You cannot pick up your dribble against a team like that.
Because they will double you as soon as you do, especially in that spot on the floor. Westerfield, corner now as he throws it over to Hollingshed, who's checked in. Hollingshed bounces it back out. Westerfield has it. Crossover on Brown, drives the lane, tries to throw it to Heyman, but it's slapped out of bounds. It'll be West ball.
Now, did we see Hollingshed play for North last year?
Yeah, there's been Hollingshed's play at Central and North. So, back down shot by Beecham, good. Nice move by Beecham. Nasir Beecham, a 6'5" junior, and it's 8-zip West. Third consecutive game that I've done of the boys, Joel, where they really had a hard time getting a basket early in the game. They didn't score last Friday at all in the first quarter against Bettendorf. There's Jan, throws it to Martinez on the block, shot blocked out of bounds by Barrett. Muskie ball. I know North got up on a Monday night 8-zip, and it's really hard to play when you dig a hole that deep right out of the chute.
Start to press.
And you start to think about it. There's Zach. Out front now for Brown. Back to Cooper. Cooper in the corner. Muskie's got to keep the ball moving, though. When they hold it, there's the trap. And there's a pass to Jan. Good idea, but it's off his hands, out of bounds. Turnover, Muskies.
Yeah, Noah just got ahead of himself there and didn't catch. Got to catch it first.
Thornton checks in for Barrett. 8-zip West, 3.5 to play here in the first. Westerfield walks it over half court. He's guarded by Brown. Now he picks his dribble up, and Joey Martinez steals it away. Throws it off him, sitting out of bounds. Heady play by Joey, and it's going to be Muskie ball.
Yeah, I think Joey was close to the line himself. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to stay in.
Jan brings it over half court for the Muskies. Picks his dribble up, now to Joey Martinez. Martinez bounces it to Thomas. Backdoor pass to Martinez. Now it's Diekman. He drives the lane. Runner. Shot no good. Rebound cleared.
Thomas battling.
Great hustle. Takes it away from Hollingshed. And now it's Diekman, and we got a foul, and I believe it's going to be on Heyman. Great hustle by Jake Thomas.
And that's what you need. You need a guy who's going to battle, scrap, get those rebounds. No one will give you your first win. I think that's a truth in all sport. No one will give you a victory. You got to go out and take it.
It's a first foul on Heyman, and the second foul on West. Muskie's looking inbound, slapped out of bounds by Carruthers, who's checked in. Zion Carruthers. He's just a freshman, a 6-foot freshman. Muskies get it in now to Jan. Jan goes baseline, 15-footer, short. Rebound Hollingshed. Behind the back dribble. Down the floor he goes, passes it over, and it's stolen away by Jan. Up ahead, Joey Martinez down the floor. Shot it away, good! And the Muskies are on the board. The crowd's going crazy.
That was a good jump stop there from Joey Martinez.
8-2, West by 6. As the Muskie fans, it was a silent night, and they were waiting till the first basket. So they've been silent for 5.5 minutes. There's a shot, no good, and a rebound tied up. Jake Thomas hustling in. And a jump ball. This one will go to the Muskies. Jake Thomas showing some fight and energy there, Joel.
Well, like you said, I mean, everyone has a role. Jake's role is to really battle, get rebounds, He's not going to be a 10-point-a-night scorer, not yet at this point in his career. But he's doing what he's asked to do, and Coach Wyndham is rewarding him for the work he's putting into practice.
Brown gets it in for Jan. West will trap if they pick. They're trying to double there. Now they pass it ahead for Diekman. Josh, double's coming, and now it's Carruthers to Brown. Brown has it. Back out front for Joey Martinez. Now Westerfield on him. 8-2 West.
I like watching teams play defense like West does. It's fun.
There's a cross-court pass. Brown drives baseline. And there's a steal of Hollingshead. Westerfield, look out below. Rip City. Westerfield with the stop. And it's 10-2 West with $1:30 to play in the first. There's Martinez in the front court for Diekman. Josh on the left wing. Back out for Brown. Brown swings in the corner. Diekman for three. Back iron no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Jan. Over to Martinez. Back to Noah. Noah stutter step over to Brown. Brown drives into the paint. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound Thornton. And West has it. 1 minute to play.
Some good offensive looks there for the Muskies, though. They got to be happy with that possession. Buckets just didn't go down.
And there's a turnover on West. Beecham loses it. Mulder checks in for Brown, so it's Mulder, Thomas, Diekman, Jan, Martinez for the Muskies, Peterson, Beecham, Carruthers, Hollingshead, and Thornton for West. There's Jake Thomas in the front court. 10-2 West, 50 seconds to play in the first. There's Martinez stolen away by Peterson. Peterson pushing tempo, feeds it over to Beecham, and he throws it away, but it's slapped out of bounds. It'll be West ball.
Yeah, good deflection. What West was able to do is right now they're not defending Jake Thomas at all, so that defender sags off. Get it to Josh in the high post. Figure out a way for him to distribute.
And West has really forced Muscatine into playing their tempo. The Muskies not comfortable with the ball in their hands. There's Carruthers. He gets to Hollingshead for three out of the corner. Good. And it's 13-2 Davenport West. Mulder gets it into Diekman. Josh down the floor, and it's stolen by Hollingshead ahead to Beecham. Beecham drives on Mulder. He goes around the right side, shot no good, and a foul either on Diekman or Thomas. And it's going to be on Josh Diekman, his first, and the second on the Muskies.
Like you said, the Muscatine is definitely at West's tempo right now.
And Coach talked about this. He knew they were going to press him all over the floor. They've already run 3 different presses at him in the first quarter. And it really does confuse you. And it's tough because, but the Muskies, when they break pressure into the half court, they can't stand and wait for the defense to come to them. They got to keep the ball moving because somebody's going to be open when they double, always. Free throw on the way, no good. So Beecham misses a pair. And the Muskies rebound. Diekman in the front court, stolen by Thornton. Clock at 5. Peterson in the front court. Hollingshead deep three. No good. Rebound Jan. And we played one. It's Davenport West 13 and the Muskies 2. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hi, this is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite, made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
I need a metal roof.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology to protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
Back at Muscatine High School, 1 quarter in the books, and West blitzing the Muskies 13-2 after 1. And it's been all West. Westerfield to Thornton. Now Westerfield drives. Hollingshed has it in the left wing. Back to Westerfield. He feeds Thornton on the block. He backs it in, loses it. The Muskies tie him up. Jump ball. And this one will go to Muscatine on the Kirk Butcher Plumbing possession arrow. West now got a 1-2-2 press this time. Mulder down the front court. Gabe drives the lane, runner on the way, shot no good, rebound. Brady McDaniel is checked in. And a rebound to Barrett. Heyman checks back in. He's got the ball over half court for West. Muskies in man. Coach Robinson calling out a play.
Frustrating offensive night right now for Muscatine.
Thornton guarded by Diekman. He gets it over to Westerfield. Westerfield guarded by Jan. He dribbles to his left, bounces it. Heyman takes a 3 out of the corner, no good. And the rebound, Josh Diekman. To Joey Martinez. Boy, Heyman almost stole that one. Martinez down the floor, and Westerfield does steal it. Ahead to Heyman on Diekman down the lane. Blocked by Diekman!
Good
Josh
job.
Diekman with the eraser.
He had that sized up from a long way away.
Martinez to Mulder, corner 3. No, and the rebound, Barrett. Hollingshed now in the front court for the Muskies. 13-2 West. There's Heyman out front, works on a Barrett screen. He looked like he traveled, no call. He definitely traveled that time, and they called it. Got the 2 for 1 that time.
Bosch Pest Control and Harper Cycling and Fitness bringing you Muskie Athletics.
6:25 left here in the first half, 13-2, Davenport West. Martinez walks it up over half court for the Muskies. Joey guarded by Heyman, bounces to McDaniel. Now he gets it, actually tries to get it to Mulder, but now he throws it on the wing for Martinez. West is reaching, they're doing everything defensively. It's all about pressure. McDaniel drives in, no good rebound. Diekman on the glass. Out front for Mulder. Mulder dribbles, bounces left side, and it's slapped out of bounds. Muskie ball as Nate Diericks is checked into the Muskie lineup. They could use his shooting if he can get hot.
Brady McDaniel does a nice job giving Thomas a break. Came in and got a couple big rebounds.
There's Martinez out high. Left wing for Nate Diericks. Diericks with a 3. Long, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds. Muskie ball off Martinez. Actually, West ball, sorry. Briggs Miller checks into the Muskie lineup for Gabe Mulder. So it's Westerfield, Beecham, Heyman, Barrett, and Hollingshed for West. The Muskies have Diericks, Thomas, Diekman, Martinez, and Briggs Miller. Westerfield out front, swings it to Beecham. Beecham now to Heyman. Heyman drives baseline, lays it up and in. 15-2 West. Westerfield guarding Martinez down the lane. Joey lays up and in. Joey Martinez. Great shot by Joey, and it's 15-4. Martinez has a basket for the Muskies. Actually, he's got all 4 of the Muskie points. There's Westerfield crossover. Heyman in the corner turns down a 3, and they're still giving it to him. Cross-court pass. Now Hollingshed, he'll take it top of the key. Splash. Every Hollingshed I've ever seen play can shoot. And it's 18-4, West by 14.
He's 47% from the 3.
Briggs Miller bounces it from Martinez. Joey drives baseline, loses it. And we got a foul from behind, I believe, on Heyman. And it is. It's going to be on Jamil Heyman. His second, third on West. Heyman has 6 along with Hollingshed to lead West. Martinez has all the Muskie points with 4. She had to Diekman, no good. A rebound by Barrett. Westerfield affected that from behind. Westerfield down the lane, lays it up. That's rejected on the other end. Now Hollingshed swings it over to Beecham. He drives baseline, feeds it back. Westerfield from 8 feet. Good.
Westerfield and Diekman traded block shots there.
Timeout, Coach Wyndham, a 30. 4:10 to play in the half. It's West 20 and the Muskies 4. And Joel, it just feels like you've fallen into a pit and you can't climb out of it.
It's a little quicksandy. No matter how much you do what you think you need to do to get out, you don't seem to get any progress. And, you know, Muscatines run some pretty good offense. They've had some decent looks. They just haven't gone down. And that's a frustrating position to be in.
And Wyndham explained it perfectly earlier when he talked to me and said that their best offense is their defense, and you're seeing it because they don't run any real crisp. They're trying, don't get me wrong, real crisp cutting and screening and moving the ball here, there, and everywhere on the offensive end. It's just they play after turnovers, and then they get deep in the lane with penetration and go after the basketball. They're a scrappy team.
Good basketball, athletic team.
Miller gets it into Brown. Brown dribbles it up the right side. Sean now picks his dribble up over to Jan. 3 in the left wing. No good. Rebound Brown. Good look by the Muskies. Sean gets it in the paint, kicks it back out for Miller. Miller now gets to the high post for Thomas. Stolen away Westerfield ahead to Heyman. Down the lane, shot on the way, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebound Barrett. And there's a foul. This they call a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Jake Thomas with phenomenal hustle.
Yep.
And that's going to be West basketball.
You know, and the thing is that kind of hustle eventually gets rewarded. Whether it's this season, next season, if everyone buys in and gives that kind of effort, eventually it starts to go your way.
Couldn't agree more. There's Westerfield in the corner. Drives baseline, and he steps out of bounds. A turnover West, Muskie ball. Cooper Zek checks into the Muskie lineup for Josh Diekman. 3:33 left in the half. Davenport West 20 and the Muskies 4. Carruthers checks back into the West lineup. They're looking to trap as Jan gets it back to Brown. Now Westerfield's on Jan. They run the double. They're making him give it up, which is smart. Miller down the left wing. Brown has it out high. Sean picks his dribble up. And now it's Noah Jan. Jan gets it to Zek in the corner. Cooper back to Jan, steps into a 3. Good, Noah Jan. A First National Bank 3-pointer. Go see Steve Ellsworth at First National Bank of Muscatine. 2:55 left here in the first half. 20-7, West by 13. Westerfield crosses over Brown to Hollingshed. Hollingshed down the lane, left-handed shot, no. Rebound inside, Carruthers lays it in. His first basket. 22-7 Falcons. Jan dribbles over the left side. Picks his dribble up, now gets it to Brown. Back to Noah Jan. They run the double again, making him give it up. There's Brown. Brown on the left side. Back to Noah Jan. Carruthers on him. Jan drives in, step back, 3 right wing. Good, Noah Jan. Back-to-back trays. Go see me, Brian Muse. Solid First National Bank. Muscatine, a little self-promotion there, Joel.
This is something we see from Noah. He can heat up real quick.
22-10, West now by 12. There's Westerfield back iron, no good. Rebound Miller. And here come the Muskies. Jan's got him going with back-to-back threes. There's a pass to Zek in the front court. He loses it back to Jan. Jan on the left wing. He goes hard baseline. Kicks it over. There's a 3. Briggs Miller long. Cooper Zek with the offensive rebound. Into Thomas. Thomas spins in. Hook shot. No good. Rebound to Beecham. Westerfield now walks it up as West wants to reset. Now Hollingshed has it, and the count's on. Hollingshed out front, guarded by Jan. over to Westerfield. 22-10 West by 12. They've led by as many as 16. Westerfield kicks it over for Carruthers. There's a three now by Hollingshed, good. And he is splashing them and looking at the crowd like J-Bo last night. 9 points for Hollingshed. 25-10. Boy, what a sweet stroke he is. Briggs Miller, and they run the trap at him, and it's almost stolen, and it is by Westerfield. Down the floor, Westerfield, Dunkaroo for two, and it's 27-10. West by 17. Coach Wyndham wanted a tee for hanging on the rim there.
Yeah, I did too.
And I think he deserved one. Briggs Miller picks it up, bounces it to Brown, clock at 25. Sean Brown out high. Now he goes cross court, Miller. Miller goes baseline, throws up a shot, rattles around, no good, and a rebound. Jake Thomas lays it up, no good, and it's out of bounds. West ball. Thornton checks in along with Peterson.
The effort is there right now from Muscatine. The buckets just aren't falling.
Quentin Dempsey checks in too, a 6'5" forward, his first action of the night. 11.8 seconds left in the half. West will have the last shot of the half. And it's been all West so far. Carruthers brings it up, clock at 7, kicks it over to Heyman. Heyman drives in the lane. Peterson, he'll take a three. Right wing short, rebound. Heyman lays it up and in, and that'll count. We've played a half. It's Davenport West 29 and the Muscatine Muskies 10. We're going to step away for 2 minutes and we'll be back with a Pete Sapp halftime show. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Known for their honest and friendly service, Trucks Unlimited of Muscatine is a family-owned business where your vehicle is in reliable and capable hands. Truckers can have their trucks inspected to meet DOT requirements, and RVs can be serviced, and camping supplies are also offered. Schedule an appointment to get your air conditioning checked for your truck, big rig, or motorhome. Come in and visit Bridget and Marty Mills, owners of Trucks Unlimited, located on the corner of Mittman and Highway 61.
Visit Harper's Cycling and Fitness, where you will discover the world's best bikes for road, mountain climbing, or city cycling. Stop in and ride away on a new Trek or electric bicycle, professionally assembled and adjusted for you riding around town or across the state. Harper's Cycling and Fitness has an agenda to make the world a happier, healthier place by getting more people on bikes more often. Harper's Cycling and Fitness in Muscatine is your bicycle headquarters. When you think bikes, think Harper's. Harper's Cycling and Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Friday. Thursday is coming for you. You've been the best day of the week for far too long. But now every Thursday, Buffalo Wild Wings sells boneless wings at a discounted price. That's right, Friday. Thursday's looking real confident. And it's not afraid to use partial priced wings to be the big man on the calendar. Boneless Thursdays. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. See participating locations for details. Void where prohibited.
Bank is proud to sponsor the On the Money program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $55,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Muscatine does as well or better than anybody I've ever seen. The Booster Club Cake Auction fundraiser. We're at the half, and it's been all Davenport West in the boys' game. They lead the Muskies 29-10. They blitzed them early. They scored the first 8 points of the game to lead 8-0 and closed out the first quarter with a 13-2 lead. They stretched that out to 14, then 16 at 20-4. The Muskies cut it to 20-7. And then the West goes on a 9-3 run to close out the first half. Their biggest lead on a tip-in at the buzzer of the first half by Heyman. And they lead the Muskies 29-10 at the half. West is led in scoring by Elijah Hollingshed off the bench with 3 threes and 9 points. Jameel Heyman has 8 points with his tip in at the buzzer. The Muskies, 10 points total. Noah Yan, a pair of threes late in the first half. And Joey Martinez, 4 points. And that's all the scoring. So as we sit at the half, it's 29-10.
No, that's kind of what this West defense is like, is they hunt. They are out as a pack. They are a prideful group who is consistently trying to take away the ball, and that's how they approach that first half.
I love how you brought it all home. We tied everything together.
Semi-professional.
That's awesome.
Semi-professional.
That is awesome. Can you imagine? That can't all be cake, is it?
I think it is. I think it is.
Is that thing alive?
It's about.
I don't want to. I wouldn't go near that.
If you can't see the live stream, which you can live stream this right now. This cake is about 3.5. It only sold for $500.
$500, man. They got $500 worth of flour in that thing.
That is a beautiful cake that's going to
unbelievable. How would you like to put that in the backseat of your car and drive it home?
I have had to drive a cake home on a night like tonight. It's Cake and Rice Krispies. Tony Tone is texting me.
It is.
Now. That is Cake and Rice Krispies.
Is that a Tony Tone keto diet recipe?
I don't think that's on the ketogenic approach. But my man and co-host of the One Seat Buffer podcast with myself, that is giving us the information.
Awesome.
So thank you, T-Squared.
Folks, we're waiting on Mike Morgan to stop by and talk to us, and I got a feeling Mike forgot. Joel, they'll think you're bidding. Mike Morgan is coming over now.
I don't have the credit limit to bid.
Yeah.
So we're good.
And now we've got him, folks, the man of the hour, the hardest working man in athletic/show business. And it's fun to get Mike here to serve. Mike Morgan, thanks for joining me.
Hey, no worries. I was hardly working is what I was doing.
So. You know, we got a comment because Joel and I took a couple shots at you, which we always do, which we enjoy doing. But, you know, we got to wonder. We're curious. Your wardrobe is second to none, but sometimes I wonder if Van Heck back in the 80s had like a AD wardrobe closet that's never left. And there's stuff sitting in there because every now and then we're thinking maybe you just pull something out of the archives. Yeah, but then again, I think I can't see Chuck doing this.
Hey, I've seen Chuck in some of the oddest colored sports coats that you could imagine. I've got a hunter green one and some red ones that that I know that he's had before. So I've seen him in those things.
Mike, you've had to work overtime in the month of January, and this has been an AD and a school kid's nightmare, even though snow days occasionally can be fun when they're in the middle of a sports season, 2 sports, 3 sports, you know, all this going on, plus other activities, choir events and things like that get canceled and pushed back. You got to be thrilled the cake auctions tonight, but the last 3 weeks of cancellations and makeups have been pure HE double hockey sticks, for lack of a better term for you.
Yeah, it's been difficult to say the least. I think that we do the best that we possibly can with it. My problem-solving skills have been tested, so and I don't think I started off at a very good place with those. But you know, it's been nice to work. That's one of the benefits of having a conference is that everybody's working together to try to get things done. We all know that we want to play the games. We know that the kids deserve that. They work hard enough that they deserve to be on the court and have a chance to play. So we're going to work our butts off to make that happen. And so we get great support with that, and we're always going to get great support with our community. So.
And you have. And Monday night will be the 4th attempt for the Muskie Boys to play Clinton here. The girls, unfortunately, aren't going to get to make that one up.
Yeah, you know, I thought we were going to do something new with it. It was going to be really something that we tried both with Clinton AD before he left and myself. We thought, hey, let's see if we could play everybody at one site because we thought it would be great for our fans. You know, so all levels were going to be there. We went to Clinton, we played all levels, and then it was their turn to come here. And like you said, 4 times. And unfortunately, the Clinton girls play on Wednesday, so we're going to end up losing that game. But it gave us an opportunity. Our varsity girls are going to be able to go play at Iowa City West at that time at 6:30 on Monday. So they still get some time with it.
Outstanding. This is it. This is the mecca of all events. The Booster Club does a phenomenal job all the time and all year round, and they mean so much to the high school. And without good booster clubs, your students, and I'm not talking student athletes, your students wouldn't be able to have so many of the great things they have. Tonight's a culmination of a lot of things. The cake auction, you know, and you can talk about the money raised. I know there's been nights where it's been upwards of 30 grand. Maybe I'm off somewhere, but it's just an unbelievable event for people to come out to. I know there's at least 60, 70 clubs that take part in this. Why don't you talk a little bit about the entire event?
You know, it's one of my favorite times of the year. It truly is, because it's a chance for all future Muskies, former Muskies, current Muskies. Everybody comes together, and it's just you look at the gym, it's packed. You know, our kids are busting their butt to play good basketball. We're working hard. We're still just young, and we don't play great basketball, but we still are filling this place because we have such a fantastic community support. Yep. I know our kids are appreciative of that. That are out on the floor. They've talked about it. They've been pumped up because they knew that they were going to have a full crowd to play to, and it's just, that's what I really like about it, just the community that this event kind of creates. The money is secondary. Our booster club does a great job. They give our kids pretty close to $100,000 back, and a lot of that is raised with just concessions, and about a third of it, like you said, about a third of what they will be able to donate back is generated just tonight. So that's always a big thing for us.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, you know, our kids, I don't think our kids lack for anything. We want them always to be able to be competitive and to do the best that they possibly can with it. So. And
it's not about, you know, people seem to lose sight, you know, on the big picture. Not here. You can see this. It's student athletes. This is about the students. So if your basketball team's winless, those kids, front of their jersey is your community. They're out here supporting or representing your community. So go out and support them. They're giving you all they have, and that's all you can ever ask for out of a unit. These guys are playing hard. They're not happy with the results, but still, you go through this one time, and this Muscatine faithful crowd tonight is an example of it. They're here supporting them. They're here supporting everybody by just being here tonight. And this community, like I've said many times, and I went to high school in Dubuque, it was nothing like this as far as community support for one school. Not at all.
Right. But, you know, Brian, I moved here in the mid-'70s, about 1975, I think. Haven't left. I've worked in Davenport. I've worked down at L&M, and my family, I wanted to raise my kids here. I love Muscatine. I really do. And it's because of what you're talking about. It's a small-town community, but they still have all the advantages of the bigger schools or the bigger environments in Iowa. And, you know, it's a hard-working community, and we're proud of ourselves. The kids are great. You know, like you talked earlier about kids going out and working hard. Yeah, it'll be straightforward. Our boys basketball team, they know they haven't won a game, but you look at how hard they're playing right now. Their problem is they just can't put the ball in the basket. You know, but it's not because of lack of effort. They are out there busting their butts every minute that they can, and I can't be more proud of them. And I've told them that day, every single day I see them. I'm like, just keep working hard, man, because in the long run, it pays off. That continue stepping back on the floor and putting yourself out there, that will pay off. It might not pay off with wins this year, but in the long run, those guys are going to be more successful for it, because this is going to be a time that they've faced adversity and they step back to the plate.
I agree. And Coach Wyndham hasn't given up. No. He knows the game inside and out, and he's busting his tail and trying to make these kids better. I had a great chat with him at halftime of the girls' game. Excited. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, and I probably know what you're going to say, but tell the audience the impact of what the Van Heck Center has meant to the U and the Muscatine High School.
You know, it's a fantastic facility for a fantastic guy, really. It's named for a fantastic guy, but that it allows us to have practices all right after school, so our kids no longer have that one going early, one going late, and it's every single team that comes over wants to go look at it. And they're like, oh my gosh, and they're all videoing it, and they're all taking pictures, and they're all going back to their communities, and they're saying, this is what we need. You know, it really is a gem. It's one of the best. I don't think it's just the best in this area or just one of the best facilities in Iowa. I think that it's probably one of the best in the nation, because Power lifted our racks for us. So and people, you have to see Jamie's rolling on the floor right now for all you radio people. So, but Power
Lift. It's being filmed. Yeah.
Power Lift went, and they didn't just put out, hey, look at this. they put it out on their website as this is a facility in a high school. And I think that, we rank with small colleges. We rank with right up in there that some of the facilities that are that facility that our kids have. And I think that we're only moving forward with it. So, we've got some other things that we're going to be doing. I think that this summer we're looking to help out and upgrade our gym a little bit. Some of the things that we haven't, we've been a little bit lagging in keeping up with our facilities. We're a little bit behind in that right now. We built our football stadium in 1986, and that's probably going to need an upgrade sometime. Again, one of the things I love about our community is that we realize that we don't need to be over the top. We just need to be functional, and it needs to be something we're proud of. And the facility that we put, the Van Heck facility that we put out there, when people know what we paid for it, they come in and they're just amazed that we got the quality of product that we got for that. So
there's a lot of small colleges that would die for a facility anywhere close to that. It's amazing. Folks in the community, if you're through the high school parking lot sometime on a weekend, pop by and look at it, and just see what that structure looks like. A lot of people these people here know, but it's an amazing facility and all those things. And I'm serious when I say this, and I know you got things to do, Mike, but, folks, there's a Muscatine guy. He's proud of his school. He's proud of the community, and he's given everything he can to this job. There's nobody that works harder at his craft than Mike Morgan, and it's a tribute to his passion for the Muskies and to be a Muskie for life. So I want to thank you for being a Dubuque transplant but coming down. My boys are Muskies and wife for life, and you make it fun to come to Muscatine basketball and football games and everything.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate what you guys in the radio station do for us. Like I said, we have great community support all the way around, and that starts with you guys reaching out to the people that can't be here tonight, and I appreciate that too.
Tremendous. Folks, Mike Morgan, hardest working AD around. Thanks.
Hardly working again, right?
Mike Morgan, everybody. Enjoyed that. Folks, we're going to step away for 2 more minutes, and we'll be back. We'll be back with Muscatine basketball. Second half tip here. We're taking a 2-minute timeout. Listen to Muskie Boys basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Bank and Trust is pleased to be a voice of Muscatine Sports Booster and proud to be the corporate sponsor of the Muskie Mania program. Since 1995,